Hi, Rebecca and Ray. I am here at 11 LaFond Lane in Orinda, listed at 1.995, so a little under 2 million, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,928 square feet. I thought I'd go ahead and just take the opportunity to shoot this video for both of you, but I know also Ray hasn't seen the property, but it's an example of 360 videos that I record for my clients. Can be very beneficial in terms of speed of vetting properties when we get to know each other a little bit better, and me to know your refined criteria. I use these videos to essentially vet your criteria and then point out any red flags. You've probably already seen that part of my approach, just pointing out the things to potential red flags, etc. So that's what we use these videos for, and that way it saves a lot of clients who are actually coming from San Francisco here to La Miranda. So it's just a way to more efficiently vet properties. For this one, offers are due in a few hours here, so I wanted to sneak in also just to get a sense for Rebecca, anyone that jumps out to you, so I can just get a feel for some of the other things beyond specs like interior preferences, etc. So I want to take a look at it because of that, and then also if this does remain available, it serves as a baseline for Ray, and then again an example is a 360 video. So just to orient you real quick, this is a 360 video, so what that means is at any point you can view all angles. If you are on YouTube, you can drag and drop your mouse and view up, down, left, and right by dragging and dropping. Or if you're viewing on a mobile, you can use the accelerometer on your phone to view all angles. And you want to make sure that you change the video quality to 4K. Sometimes it defaults to a little bit lesser and it's a little grainy. I do talk fast and walk fast sometimes. I got a stabilizer on this camera, but if you do want to take a look at other angles, it's best to pause and then look up, down, left, and right. And then it'll be a little bit easier and avoid dizziness. Anyhow, let's go in. So we have this front entry here, and I usually do two parts of the video. First one is interior, second one is exterior. So there'll be two parts to this. But just to orient you from just the layout, and Rebecca knows this, but for Ray, here we are in the middle of the home, and the right side is are the living areas and kitchen. There is a nice kind of guest suite on the far right, which is nice if you're having friends or family stay over. And then on the left wing are the other 3 bedrooms. Okay, so here in the middle we have good light coming from the skylights. We'll call this the formal living room. As you can see, we're looking out here to the entryway. It's nice to have either French doors or large sliding glass doors in a living space, because it just extends the area and makes it feel a little bit more open and larger than it really is, and that's the case here in this front living room. We'll start over here on the living quarters. Dining room, this one's a little dark. You're not going to get much light coming in this room outside of the chandelier because we are backing into this hill right here. I'll get into we can get into like directions and sunlight and all that when appropriate. I probably won't do that right now, but just it's important for, if I'm assuming natural light is a preference. Actually, I know you may have mentioned that in a previous text, but again, not too much light here in this room, but at least there's a window. It won't be significant like the other rooms, and partly that's because there's skylights. Now you could put a skylight in there because it's a single story. It's a very long home, a ranch style, so this definitely feels like 3,000 square feet. It's a long and narrow home, but because of the length, it does feel pretty large. Okay, so here we are in the kitchen. So good island, recently updated. I will say that the foundation feels good. This is a concrete slab. I don't feel any sloping. And we'll go into this more depth when we go outside, but it appears that they have a good drainage system in place, which is what one of the main components that helps divert water away from the foundation and prevents any settlement. Okay, so this is a nice open living space. We have the kitchen countertop, can oversee the family room, we'll call that the family room, and then also a breakfast nook, a second eating area outside of the formal dining room that we just went over. So good sized family room. Just a really, again, open concept for the main living area, and this is where you know, I would assume a lot of the time is spent together. Yeah, it's a family room connected to the kitchen. Okay, and this is the guest suite. So it's great that it's separation from the other bedrooms. So we have the bathroom, and also guests, when you're entertaining, guests can just come through here to use the restroom rather than go to the bedrooms, which is nice. So this has got a 90s vibe. A lot of this, the tile and the gold finishes definitely scream the 90s here. So may need some modernization, but everything appears to be, and the most important is that everything appears to be well maintained. Okay, and then we have laundry room. So good to have a separate laundry room. Garage is right here, so let's just go take a quick peek. So 2-car garage, access to outside through that door. Sorry, that door right there. Storage, and 2 cars. Maybe a little bit difficult to get out on this side. So you probably want a smaller car on this side. I'm just pointing out really small things because we have this angled, even though it's right at the nose of the car, but it'll be hard to get out on the driver's side there because you see there's no real space. So you'll have to angle in a little bit. And the good thing is you at least have this middle separation. A lot of the 2-car garages, it's one door, and so it actually prevents you know, the ability to get in and out of cars. So you should be able to, because on this side you have the cabinetry which you could keep for storage, but then you've got clearly enough room to get out on that side. And then this is just access to the front. So a lot of doors here to get into the front of the house. This one's for the garage. The other one was for the separate suite, and then again, this one is to the backyard, which we'll get to in part 2. Okay, so that's the garage, and then we'll finish the rest of the guest suite over here. So this room here, again, this is the door that I just came out from the other side from the garage, right there. So again, guests can actually just come in through this and not disturb going through the main part of the home. So again, good room. Skylight, which is broken and cracked and needs to be fixed. And you can see right there, there's some water damage, a previous leak or still leaking that should be in the disclosures. You can see the peeling of the paint, and then also the trim of the window itself has deteriorated, and then you can see some of these seam cracks. And this isn't a function. We haven't talked about this yet, but you definitely do not want to see diagonal cracks in walls because that means they're sloping and movement. It's okay to see vertical and horizontal cracks because those are seam lines, but in this particular case, it's not good because it's most likely a leak from the skylight. That's you know, there's probably some damage in the ceiling. Now they painted because you normally would be able to see some staining if it was water. But again, disclosures will help clarify a lot of that. Okay. So we just finished with the guest suite. And now moving back along through the main living areas, and then we'll go to the bedroom wing for the remaining rooms. Access to the backyard, closet. And then, okay, so we've covered 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom. Bathroom number 2, again, 90s. So you have access to this bathroom from the hallway, and then also this bedroom has access to it, which we'll get to. Again, shower, gold trim. So this bedroom number 2 has access to a bathroom. So kids will probably fight for this room. Standard closet. Not the largest room. I think these next two are about equivalent in size. Okay, so bedroom number 3. Pretty straightforward for the bedrooms. And then master. So just something to think about. I don't remember exactly the orientation of Jackson, but you know, here, this master, not the most separation between the kids. If you were to use this as a kid room, so you know, you could do something down the road to convert the guest suite to the master, but for now, you know, you do have this room that's close to the master, so you could use this as an office, and then a child in this room, and then you know, maybe the guest suite to be another children's room. So there's options essentially. But anyhow, the master is close to that 1 bedroom, big master here, and access to the pool, which is nice. So good sized master, and then we got his and her closets on one of each side. Not the most, and I will say a comment, for 3,000 square feet, this home doesn't seem to have the best storage. So we haven't talked about how much storage you're looking for, but it isn't a lot of storage. Now the master bathroom isn't you know, that large. It's only a single sink. You could fit a dual vanity here, but for now it's you know, it's just one. And then you have a shower stall and tub. So a lot of damage here. There's probably some water damage that's happened behind it, just because of how much it's flowed out in the exterior of the door. And you can see the baseboard here. Yeah, that's a little water damaged. Minor. And then here's the toilet and access to the pool, so you can not have to walk through. If you're using the pool, you don't have to go through the bedroom to get to the toilet and then rinse off right here. Okay, so that's part 1 inside, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at the exterior. And I will see you in a quick second. Okay.